Okay, but when are we getting a swimsuit form? Kall's Trustmaster reward is a materia that grants your unit an extreme killer against machines. This can be amazing against machines, though literally nowhere else. However, that number is still pretty big. His Super Trustmaster reward is a two-handed katana. It has high attack and even stronger magic, but perhaps the greatest part of it is its ability to let your unit monologue. With 3 lines and 3 different abilities, we've got quite the chant to cover. The first ability, Ice Spirits Among the Wind and Flowers, increases the damage modifier of Blizzaja and Blizzaja. Yes, I just said the same 2 words. The second, Gather at My Blade, does the same thing but stronger, and also adds on a 100% stored magic boost. Lastly, Freeze My Foes simply applies the remainder of that stored magic boost. As you might expect, the order of casting them is in the order they were listed. However, you can't actually monologue until the 4th turn. On to his active abilities. Kall has several magic spells. Blizzara can only be awakened to stage 2, while Blizzaga and Blizzaja can be awakened to stage 3. Blizzard is left out, poor thing. Kall's abilities chain with Bolting Strike. Anti-Mahun is stronger when up against machines. I thought they were going to get rid of that aspect. Storm deals ice hybrid damage and lowers ice resistance by 120%. However, it must be noted that the damage is casted as type Other, which means it can't take advantage of typical boosts like killers. Can't damage the commander's name can be used once per battle. It boosts Child's attack and magic by 280%, his ice damage by 30%, his limit burst damage by 200%, and fills his limit burst gauge if it's at a high level. Passives. With his Trustmaster reward or Super Trustmaster reward equipped, Child gains a lot of attack. Not only that, he also gains an additional 1000 attack and magic, and gets a big equipment attack boost when carrying a single weapon. Overall, this locked passive will let him even out with his available magic passives. He happens to share the same killer spread as Ish, but unlike her, he has a tremendous boost to his limit burst damage. He prefers to carry a single weapon, meaning half the cap to the chain limit boost. At EX plus 2, he gets Warring Spirit. At EX plus 3, he gets 500 attack and magic. He also happens to have the same elemental resistance spread as Ish. Let's look at his limit burst. It deals ice hybrid damage and inflicts a 120% ice imperil. Cool. As a super limit burst damage dealer, Kall has access to Magic Shift, which automatically boosts his magic by 250%, his limit burst damage by 200%, and fills his limit burst gauge when the super limit burst is ready to go. The super limit burst raises the imperil to 130%, raises the damage modifier further, and lets him quadruple cast Black Magic. Let's rank Brave abilities. Raising them just raises their damage modifier, not their effects. The Storm is generally stronger than Anti-Mahun. Time to make a damage rotation. I'll be using him as a hybrid damage dealer. On turn 1, triple cast Storm. On turn 2, triple cast Storm. On turn 3, cast Can't Damage the Commander's Name, and double cast Storm. On turn 4, use his Limit Burst. On turn 5, use his Super Limit Burst. Repeat the rotation from here, prioritizing his Limit Bursts whenever they're available. So, EX2, as a Super Limit Burst damage dealer, Kall automatically benefits from additional EX awakenings. Warring Spirit isn't really that astounding given his foreign Limit Burst, but more damage is more damage. On the other hand, his Super Trustmaster reward is pretty useful for Kall though, letting him switch to Strengthening Blizzaja and quadruple casting that instead for a potentially stronger and cheaper option than Storm. You can also apply that stored magic buff towards his Super Limit Burst to strengthen that even further. EX plus 3 is expensive. So how good is Kall? On paper, he's an incredible damage dealer. He might be locked to ice, but his hybrid modifiers are extremely high. However, it must be noted that the way the damage is typed means he can't take advantages of bonuses like Killer Boss, Elemental Amplification Fields, or Damage Variants, something that affected Baron's base form's Limit Burst. Now with high enough damage modifiers this doesn't really matter, but Kall's damage modifiers aren't high enough to truly ignore these limitations, so while he's still a strong ice damage dealer, he's not as overpowered as he might look. Nevertheless, he's handsome. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, leave a like and subscribe. Comment below if you summon Kall. Unfortunately for him, he doesn't have a CG Limit Burst, which, I mean, come on, really, how are you passing up this opportunity?